Level up your listening with Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds and headphones with immersive sound and world-class noise cancellation for a not-so-silent night. Visit Bose.com/Spotify to shop sound that's more than a present.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to season 2 of the TMossBoss show. I am excited. I am happy because I'm on season 2 of my show. Like, I've never had like a second season to a show. Like, I renewed my show. Like, and it's watch my show get canceled. Like, how would that even be possible though? Like, I'm behind it. Like, unless like the like Anchor.fm or somebody, they just decide like, oh, we ain't gonna broadcast the show anymore. I can see like my haters trying to get something like that to happen and things. Like, it's people petty though. People are just really petty and things. But no, today was a really good day. Like, I seen an old friend from high school that really kind of like just brightened up my mood and things. What else? I got me some new shoes. I got these Jordan 1 Reacts. They're honestly like, if you're a sneakerhead, think of like the Jordan 1s, like the original Jordan 1s, but like with some new material added to it. So that's kind of like, it overall does look like a Jordan 1 shoe, but it has like some modern material to it and stuff. So I like that. I like that a lot. And it's like my birthday is this Saturday. Like, no, today was good. Today, I honestly think that this is going to be a really good week. Like, I hope that it is. Like, God, if you're hearing my words right now, please, all right, continue this week a good week, please. But I don't know. Like, I overall see things like, if I'm experiencing something bad, I just hope somebody is out there experiencing something good. So if I do have a bad week, I feel like that somebody in this world, they're having a good week, and it's a good positive week, something that's gonna make them smile, happy, being positive and things. So yeah, I feel like that's how you gotta look at stuff. But anyways, today's episode, I'm going to be talking about going to events for the first time. Now I have to say that I've been to pretty much like every event except like a boxing or like a UFC fight. But like I've been to a few basketball games. I've been to WWE shows. I went to a football show. My good friend of mine took me to my first concert. I went to go see this rapper named NF. He's pretty good. I would recommend y'all to go listen to him and stuff. But yeah, all shows are like unique in their own way. I had to say, I know my earliest memories of going to basketball games, because I went to the Seattle Storms and go see them. I don't even remember who was playing. Like, I was a kid, honestly, just went there for the mascot and the free stuff that they gave us. And it's like a field trip. Like, you don't even know what you're doing on the field trip. You're just having fun on this field trip, all right? So yeah, I went to like some Seattle Storm games when I was a kid. I think I put glue on my lips at some point in time. I did like some dumb stuff as a kid. I don't even know why. It was like, why would they even give us glue? I thought it was chapstick. Like, I was like, oh, dope. They gave us, that's why I'm like using chapstick till this day. I don't know what I'm putting on my lips. So I just, yeah, good old licking. And yeah, I'm straight for the day, all right? Drink me some water or something. But anyways, then they gave us, and then my stuff got like, I think it was stolen by another kid, and I was the only kid there without like anything. So I was like, that's just like, you know, messed up on my part. Like, what am all these other kids, they got like, you know, those like fake glasses with the funny nose and the mustache, and I don't know, it didn't really work for me because I'm black, and so it's like, of course, all those stuff is gonna be like a white nose and all that. And I'm like, man, like, y'all ain't got stuff for colored people and things. Like, I noticed that in places. I noticed that even, I remember, like, going into Party City. I don't know if they really changed that now, but if you get, like, some makeup, like, during Halloween and stuff, and they don't have, like, stuff for black people. Like, I noticed that. I'm like, bro, like, what's the problem here? Like, I would like to get some fake cuts and, you know, scratches and things Like, only thing that you could put there is blood. Like, that's about it. That's why you see any black person in Halloween, you just see them with, like, blood and stuff on their face. They can't use all that makeup stuff that they got going on unless they trying out for a TV show. That's the only way you can get that type of stuff. But anyways, getting off subject. But, yeah, I got my stuff stolen. And when I went to the Seattle Storms game, I overall had fun. We had food, seen the mascot. He did like some like weird biting towards my. He didn't like actually bite me, but he just got like the mascot like head and put it over my head. And of course, you know, as a kid, you're just having fun. Like, you know, you just having yourself a good time and things. But what else? Like, I think, yeah, I never went to a Sonics game. I would have really liked to go to a Sonics. I had never been to like an actual like NBA basketball game. I've been to a like WNBA game, which is not bad. Like, that's dope. Like, I could say as a kid, like, I would like to go to one now. Like, I would like to see the like Seattle Storms play now, and you know like what's going on and things. But I should do that. I should watch, like, because I've been watching like a lot of like NBA videos, like heated players and all that stuff. I need to see if they got any like WNBA moments, because I feel like I ain't seen every like crazy moment in the NBA. Like, now I gotta see like the crazy moments in the WNBA, because I know they had to be getting into some arguments and fights. Watch they don't. I feel like they don't, and then they're just like, I'm gonna search it up, and they're gonna be all like, YouTube's gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like, there has not been one recorded fight in the WNBA. But anyways, yeah, because they're probably like, of course they ain't gonna be fighting in front of us like when I was kids and things. They're like, a whole like kids, like bunch of different grades and kids and of like all different cultures. I don't know what cultures have to do with anything, but yeah, it can't be fighting in front of kids. But I feel like basketball players, they don't care, men or women. But anyways, yeah, I went to a Harlem Globetrotter game. I went with my best friend Ryan. That was a good day. That's like one of those things. I wonder if I wonder if I still got my shirt. I probably can't fit it no more, but I'm like, I put in like a picture frame or something and just like put it up on my wall. But yeah, I went to a Harlem Globetrotters game. I think I might still got the videos up on YouTube, like the really bad camera that I had. I think I was recording it off of one of those like $30 phones from AT&T. Like, that's what I was using back in the day and things. It was a good phone though. I liked that phone. That phone was nice. But anyways, yeah, and then after that, then I remember I went to my first wrestling show. I went to my first wrestling show when I was 11. And that's when I was like around that time, because I just moved to Federal Way, so I ain't really like have any friends. I didn't really have like, and I had like my own room and I had my own TV, and I'm like, well, dang, I can watch anything now. Like, I'm like, what can I watch? Like, I can watch all the cartoons I want to watch and things. And I remember, I think I was flipping through the channels and seeing wrestling for the first time. And yeah, I remember I seen, it was Batista spearing The Undertaker off of a ramp. The whole like stage like fell apart, explosions happened. And I don't know, like, to me, like, that hit home for me. Like, I loved that. Yeah, these guys pretty much, like, hurt themselves. It could have possibly died, but it entertained me, all right? I think that's what people are just, like, not understanding. It entertained me, all right? So, yeah, I was like, at that point in time, I was already a fan. Yeah, probably my favorite wrestlers, Batista, Jeff Hardy. What other wrestlers? I think those are like honestly the only two that I really enjoy watching and things. Honestly, I should just go on YouTube, like, along with the WNBA videos, watch some Batista and Jeff Hardy moments and things. But anyways, yeah, I went to Monday Night Raw, and I went to the last pay-per-view of No Way Out. So like the last time they showed No Way Out, which was in 2009, I went to that one. And I don't know, I feel like that Seattle is just honestly a bad spot for like any form of shows and things. Like, of course, like musicians, like everybody's gonna listen to music, but I feel like that there ain't a whole lot of like WWE fans in Washington State. So, and I remember when I went to that show, and it was like barely, there was like on this side where they'd be recording the camera and things, there would be like nobody sitting in those seats and things. And I'm like, me and my dad, we could have, it's funny because when we were ordering the tickets, the call had dropped because like we had like my dad, he was making a call off of Sprint. And if you guys are like Sprint like users and things, you know a call can drop at any given moment, okay? You got 5 minutes to make your phone call. After that, after those 5 minutes, that call is gone. And so yeah, that's what happened. We were supposed to get like third row. I could have probably been on TV and everything, but no, we were sitting in the like 28th row. So I can barely see anything. But overall, I had myself a good time. I was hanging out with my dad. I was hanging out with the rest of my family. Yeah, I was having myself a good time. Like, I wasn't going to like just go like, oh, this is bad because I'm in the 20th something row and things. Like, no, I had myself a good time. And that was when I went to Monday Night Raw. Then afterwards, I went to No Way Out because they was like handing out flyers like, oh yeah, No Way Out's happening in February and things. And so, yeah, I was like, that was fun. Like, that was really fun because the other time, it was me and my dad and my cousin and my uncle. They were sitting like all the way on the other side. But when we went to No Way Out, we pretty much had like the whole road to ourselves. That was seriously so fun. It was my uncle. I don't know. I felt like I should. Well, okay, my uncle JJ. That's his nickname. And my other uncle, my cousin, my dad, and myself, and we were all like, I got into an argument with my uncle JJ about who was gonna win between Shawn Michaels and was it Shawn Michaels? No, it was Shane McMahon and Randy Orton, because I remember that was like that match. That was like when they were having like this big like McMahon versus Orton rival and stuff, and so I was like, that was pretty cool seeing that. What else happened that night? I remember when I went to the Monday Night Raw showing, I think I yelled or screamed, this kid gonna turn around and look at me. Like, can you please be quiet and things. Like, he didn't say that. Overall, if he had said that, I chokeslammed him. But no, he like gave me a look like, could you please be quiet? I'm like, all of these people, thousands of people, screaming, yelling, booing, cheering, you gonna look at me like I'm causing a distraction. Like, I'm like, man, if you don't turn back around, like, I seriously will rock bottom you, okay? Don't look at me like that. But anyways, overall, after all of that, like, I still had a good time. WWE, it's loud, though. Like, no, it's seriously loud. Like, when them pyro, like, them explosions and stuff go off, oh my goodness. I think they had to announce that Kane was coming out because his explosion would catch you off guard. If you don't know the wrestler Kane, so you'll just be sitting there just chilling, right? All of a sudden, boom! Loud noise goes off. You don't know what's happening. Kane, he liked to have like this big, because I guess he's from hell, but he liked to have like this like big like fiery thing going off. And I'm like, bro, what is... If you've never been to a wrestling show and you go and then Kane decides to come out, you would probably thought that something was going on. And like, we need to hurry up and go because this whole place is about to blow up, all right? And it's starting with all the wrestlers and things like it. I'm like, you gotta be like being careful with those shows, man, with those wrestlers' explosions going up. Like, that's why I'm like, to shout out to the wrestlers that don't be having all those explosions and things going on. Like, y'all the real MVPs. Like, I was covering my ears throughout that whole performance. And even when I went to the second one. But I remember I did take a lot of pictures, though. I should, I don't even think, I think I lost all those pictures. All those pictures are gone. I don't even think I can find them or anywhere. Unless I think my camera is somewhere. I probably had to put batteries in it. But I think I still got the memory card. I could probably, do that. Find the memory card and then just plug it up to my laptop. But wrestling shows are pretty dope. It's just loud though. I was like, dang, man, like, I don't see how people can just go to this like all the time. Like, there's this one guy on TV, he's like a super fan of wrestling, and it's funny because a wrestler wrote about him in his book, but he always be wearing these hats. But you see him like all the times in a wrestling show, and I'm like, dude, why are you like what's the reason of like just going to these wrestling shows like every time? I'm like, dang. At some point in time, I've been like, I can't do that. Nah, they're like, people be doing stuff like that. It doesn't even have to be wrestling. It could be anything: basketball, WWE, soccer, football. I would like to go to a soccer game. I remember I had the opportunity to go to a baseball game, but it was like one of those late games, and like where I live and things, it's kind of like hard to get home, and I'm like, I ain't trying to get home late, and then it's like my like bus ain't here or ain't running and stuff. So I gave the tickets. There's one of my friends, she loves like baseball, and so I gave the tickets to her. Yeah, I'm a nice person. I do nice things for people, but yeah, I gave the tickets to her. And then I like one of these days I'm gonna have to, hopefully they bring back the Sonics, and then when they bring a hockey team, I would like to go to a hockey game, a Sonics game, and a freaking Sounders. Like, how did I forget the name to the own soccer team of Seattle? But yeah, but I went to a Seahawks game. A Seahawks game is pretty cool because you're friends with everybody. Like, there's this drunk lady. So no, let me just tell you guys like the environment of a Seahawks game or just a football game, because it's probably like the same thing everywhere. But so you go in there chilling, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, like how can I describe the scenery? It is cold because I went in December. And so it was like, man, I was cold. I was like, I was wearing a hoodie, but I was wearing my Seahawks jersey. But I'm like, dang, I should have maybe wore another hoodie or a jacket or something. But yeah, I was like, I went there, sit with my dad, sit with my uncle. It's the three of us. Or no, actually, no, it's four of us. It was my dad, then my other two uncles, and then myself. And so, yeah, it was the four of us. I know math. But anyways, we're sitting there, we're chilling. Barely you can even see the players. I'm like, dang, man, like, you need to have binoculars if you're going to be sitting, like, high up. And I felt like where I was sitting at, like, yeah, you need some binoculars because I couldn't make out what was happening, all right? So, overall, like, I was watching the game, but there's this drunk lady that kept turning around every single time. Like, when the crowd would be screaming or yelling, she'll just be all, like, in drunk voice, she'll be like, hey, why are you not? You gotta scream with the crowd. You gotta like that, like you gotta scream with the crowd. I'm like, lady, I didn't come here to scream. Like, I'm not a screaming person. I'm not a yelling person. I did that one time in WWE because I was just excited. I was happy. I was a kid. I think when I went to that game, like I was like, yeah, I was in high school. I think it was like right before we went to the Super Bowl, and that was I think, yeah, it was that season where we won the Super Bowl. But yeah, I was like, so I was in high school and stuff. As I got older, that whole screaming thing, like I don't know, like I don't be screaming just for the fun of it, especially around random people and stuff. So yeah, I was like, I wasn't a screaming person, but she was insisting that I scream. And then it got to the point where it was like people wasn't even screaming. She'll just turn around and look at me. She's like, why are you not? You gotta scream. Scream with the crowd. I'm like, lady, they had to see, it's timeout. Like, they halftime. They ain't even doing nothing now. And my dad's just cracking up. He's just looking over at me, just smiling, laughing. I'm like, Dad, this ain't funny. Like, you need to understand, like, I didn't come up here for this and things. And so, and then there was so it was the Seahawks, and there was at the time, the St. Louis Rams, which was, by the way, a really good game. It was a St. Louis Rams player. I guess he was mad that the referee had made a bad call. So he swung his arm out to, like, I guess was like enraged or something, and hit the referee in his face. Got ejected from the game, got so mad, and just exploded his helmet on the turf or on the field. And yeah, you just see parts of his helmet just flying and things. I thought that was just so dope seeing that. I was cracking up and things. But yeah, I was like, that was the one time I was like, if I'm going to show any emotions and things, or I'm going to be yelling or screaming, it's going to probably be me laughing or something. But yeah, so it was Seahawks and the St. Louis Rams at the time. Out of all of those fans that was there, because yeah, it was like quite a few like Rams fans, and there was quite a few Seahawks fans, of course, taking place in Seattle. There was the one 49ers fan that was there arguing with everybody. And we're trying to like tell dude, well, everybody else, they were trying to like tell dude, like, bro, your team ain't even playing right now. why are you here? Like, you at the wrong, first off, you're in the wrong city. Second, yeah, like you at the wrong game, okay? Third, why? For what? What do you what's the problem here? Like, man, I just didn't understand like why he was there and stuff. And he was just like, yeah, just like screaming and yelling at everybody, drunk, of course. But you know what? Because it's like I just realized like the time, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and like rush through this podcast because I want to put on some chicken strips and things. So I'm sorry, but anyways, so yeah, 49ers fan was there for no odd reason, for just random reasons. Didn't even make any sense. But overall, it was pretty cool. Seahawks won. My uncle, he didn't want them to win, so I remember we were taking the train back to where I was like closer to my house. And it was funny because he's all the way at the other end of the train. It was me, my dad, and my uncle. Then my other uncle was like at the end of the train, just mad, just so upset and things. And me and my dad, my other uncle, we got probably some other Seahawks fans too. We're pointing and laughing at him, which is embarrassing. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have done that and things. Oh yeah, then back to the drunk lady, because I was gonna mention that. So when the Seahawks scored, I guess like by default, I was friends with her and her family and stuff. Because I think it was either her husband, somebody that she knew that was sitting next to her and things. So when the Seahawks scored, they turned around, looked at us, started high-fiving me, my dad, and my uncle. And of course, like my other uncle, he wasn't even supporting the Hawks and things. But yeah, I was like, all right, yeah, I guess we all friends here. So I think, yeah, Seahawks games, maybe even soccer games too, because they look like everybody be cool with each other. You're probably going to be becoming friends with people at those games. I honestly wish I had got down those guys' names and stuff, because I'm like, no, y'all chill. I like you guys. But then last, a music concert. So yeah, I went to like a music show. It's like in this building. It wasn't like an actual like outside concert and things. But I went to go see NF perform in Soto, and so which was cool. But man, the line was long. Like it was like one of those like Disneyland like lines and stuff. Cause I was like when me and my friend we got there, we walked past the entrance, but then we walked further down the street. Okay, we probably walked like maybe like 2.5, 3 blocks. We walked down, curved, walked down again, curved, and we were like looking at the back of the building. Like that's how far we were in line and stuff. Then eventually, I don't even know how everybody managed to get in there, because I'm like, as long as this line was and as small as that building was, like yeah, it was pretty crammed in there and stuff. Like you couldn't really walk around or do a whole lot. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty dope. Like going to my first music concert. I wore the wrong shoes. I definitely wore the wrong shoes. I wore these Adidas Alpha Bounces. I haven't worn them shoes since. Like I was like, my feet was hurting bad in those shoes. All right. Then plus like standing in the same spot. Then it got to, because no, my friend, she brought her 2 sisters and her brother. She disappeared somewhere. I couldn't even make out where she was at. But I was standing like right next to her family. So it's like, to me it was awkward, because I'm like, I don't even know you guys that much. I know your sister more and things. Like I've talked with her more than you guys. Like not to like just like single them out and stuff. I was just like, I don't even know what conversations do we have and things. Like I don't know what to do and stuff. So anyways, but yeah, it was pretty dope. NF, he did like a really good performance. It was funny, at some point in time, he like stood up on this thing and you couldn't even see his face. So it was like, you couldn't even see like the upper part of his body and things. So dude was just performing, just like forgetting the fact that, hey, people want to like see your face. But no, I do have videos of that. I think I got like a few photos of the Seahawks game. But yeah, the wrestling shows, and then of course like the Storms. Like I was in preschool or elementary when I went to those Storms games, so I didn't have like no camera and stuff. But yeah, all of those events, they're all pretty fun in their own way. Like as long as you're with some people and things, you're gonna have yourself a good time. So anyways, yeah, that has been another podcast to write down in the books. The first episode of season 2. Like man, I'm happy. I'm really happy. This is a good. And I even had to. This is my first take. This is like this is the best podcast ever. This is my first and only take. I had to do multiple takes and things. I have my TV on. They're showing wrestling right now. WWE Monday Night Raw is on. I didn't even get distracted. So this was good. I'm happy. I didn't get distracted. This is my first take. Cool. I'm going to, you know what? Because I feel like I'm about to mess up. So I'm just going to end this podcast now. So for those out there, watching or listening, whatever you guys are doing, oh wow, dang, freaking Roman Reigns' car just got hit. Somebody's out trying to kill this man. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. This is the first episode of season 2. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching or listening, and peace.